Lovely. Right, sun shining. Now I'm going to head out. Okay, I've made it out early. It's about 6:30 now. I still didn't make the sunrise. Woke up too late again. But I'm now down in the woods and there is some mist about on the water. So I'm going to go down, have a quick look around, see a few sights, and I'm going to fly this glide clam and see if we can get some nice smooth tracking shots of it. Now I've got a neutral density filter fitted here, but I just haven't got the time to take it off because it's still, in these woods it's still too dark. But as soon as I get into the open out of these trees, the exposure is going to rise. I'm probably going to blow my video out, so I'll just keep it on and keep this underexposed. Yeah, I've nearly caught the mist. It's just burning off now, but there's still some mist around. Just show you here. There's the sun streaming over the top of them trees. That's a really nice sight. I'll pan this around. Right then, so what I've got here is it's a Laing p4s stabiliser, which is about a third of the price of a glide cam, and they both do the same job. I've never used a glide cam, but looking at them they both look pretty identical, and from what I've seen this one is every bit as good as a glide cam. And even if I was using a glide cam, you'd still have to stabilise this in post. So, right. So, right, which way did I come? I can't even remember now. I think it was this way. Yeah, as I was saying, I'll still have to stabilise the footage in post. But if you take the time and you get this worked out, so you're walking right and you get your shots right, you get the practice in, you'll be able to use this and get some pretty good shots. Nice and smooth. The problem is, depending on what camera you got sat on top of it, it can be pretty heavy. But when you take into consideration most shots, they only last a few seconds anyway. That's why you can plan each shot. And my arms are like pretty tired out already. But if I wanted to do a specific shot, I'd plan it and then do it, and it'd be easy. I mean, I'm carrying the Canon 70D on top of this stabiliser, and at the moment I'm just holding it because this arm is completely gone numb. But I've got a Canon 70D, a Juiced Link Rig Assist for the audio, a Rode microphone, and it all adds up. And you're holding this with one hand, and the other hand is just feathering the glide cam, guiding it. yeah, also apart from the camera and the audio gear sat on top of this glide cam, we've got the lens. Now, my favourite lens is actually the Sigma 18-35, but that is way too heavy, so I'm using the Canon 10-18, the STM one, because coupled with this 70D camera, I trust the autofocus. And when you're moving around, it's just manual focus, unless you've got really deep depth of field. Manual focus is it's just too much aggravation, and the autofocus on this camera is so good. And the lens, the 10-18, it's a light lens, really light, which helps. So I'm just trying to work out where I'm going. There's a hill in front of me. I feel I should climb it. Right. There is the mountain I have to climb with all this camera weight. We're on the summit of Mount Hinchinbrook Wood Dogpile. Right then, I'm going to have a little sit down now. Gee, I'm at my favourite bench again. Tell you what, when the sun comes up, it in half comes up fast, and all the mist is just gone. It's my own fault, I never got up early enough. Last week it was gone 8 o'clock before I got down here. Today it was about 6:30. I mean, the sunrise is at just gone like 5:20 in the morning. So I seriously need to be able to get my arse out of bed in the morning. But there again, if I actually set an alarm to get up, I'd probably get up, but I don't set the alarm, do I? Because I'm an idiot. Although I did stay up to gone midnight. I was watching Kingdom of Heaven. You know, that film about the what is it? Not gladiators. Crusaders, that's it. Yeah, I like that film. So I did go to bed quite late. It's still no excuse though, because I still wanted to get up early, but I didn't. But anyway, I'm up here. I'm up now. So yeah, you've got the weight of the glide cam, which isn't that much. That's pretty light. But when you put a Canon 70D, the Juice Link Riggy Assist, which, to be honest with you, I don't have to have that on. I'm getting my audio through my lapel microphone, but I've also got the audio from the Riggy Assist and a Rode microphone. And I like to have the Riggy Assist because it gives me a bit of control over the audio. I can set the level with the microphone just plugged straight into the camera to keep the noise floor really low. I have the gain in the camera turned to 1 click above off. And with the 20 decibel boost on the mic, plus the Riggy Assist, it really gives me a good signal, if you know what I mean. A lot of clean gain and no noise, no hiss. So I get good audio from my camera setup, but I also have the audio from my lapel microphone, because you're getting clean audio from this as well. So I've got 2 lots of audio to, just in case. Well, you never know, do you? You mess one up, you always got a backup. The lens, the Canon 10-18 STM, that's a sharp lens. I mean, it's a cheap lens, but bloody hell, for an all like plastic lens, I mean, it's so light and it gives you a lovely wide angle. You haven't really got to frame your shot too much because you pretty much know it's going to get everything in the frame that you want. It's so wide and it's sharp. The lens is so sharp. So surprised with that. Of course, I've got a on the end of the lens I've got a variable ND filter, Tiffin ND filter, variable one, 2 to 8 stops, and you need that. I'm doing like 30 frames a second and about 1/40th of a shutter speed. I know it should be 1/60th, but there's no fast moving action going on here, so you're not going to get no motion blur. Not with me moving around, that's for sure. Right, that's it. I'm going to head back. The sun's up, I'm going to get home and make the coffee, I guess. Get some breakfast, put the eggs on. Right, so yeah, if you hold this glide cam right, then most of the time I'm walking around, I'm not particularly concentrating too much. That's why I sway about a bit when I'm walking with this glide cam. But if you do take the time and concentrate and try and walk properly, that's when you can get the nice shots. And one other thing to remember, you haven't got to run with this thing, not straight away anyway. You can later on if you want to, but with an ultra wide angle lens, the thing to remember is everything seems further away, so you haven't actually got to be moving fast, and it will give the impression that you are actually moving faster than you are, if you know what I mean. So if you take this tree right in front of me, it looks a lot further off than what I'm actually standing. I'm actually quite close to it, but because of this wide angle lens, it looks further away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps and I'm on top of it. It is really nice panning with this glide cam though, if you want to go up and down shots like that, or if you want to do a panning shot from the ground upwards, you can get really nice smooth movements like that. Right, I shall now head through the forest bit. So you can half hear some birds singing out here. Dog walkers are out. It's time for me to get going. Oh man, I can tell you, all the mist has gone. It's sun's coming up now. Not as warm as last week, but I'm a lot earlier still. It's still only 7:20 in the morning. But yeah, I've had my Sunday morning walk again, which is nice. I like to go for a walk. And now it's time to head home. And I guess get ready to go into town and do a bit of shopping. Got to buy the packed lunch stuff for the kid. Right, that's it. I'm out of here. See you later, folks. Adios.